Live, yes. Now, the other day I did a broadcast on Facebook, and a lot of people were watching, and so we thought it's better we do on Facebook. So every time I broadcast, whether I'm here or not, it'll be at this time on Facebook. You're live. We're building an audience for you. So, we are... No. It's there, but it's not moving? Yes? Okay. So, I think you're like 10 seconds behind, 20 seconds behind. We, last week, we left Damodar after he just got tied up. If you remember, it took his mother the whole day to tie him up. And, Hare Krishna, thank you. And he hadn't eaten all day. Did you know it took 12 hours to tie him up? Did you know that? The whole day, yeah. It's not so bad, not so delayed. So it took 12 hours to tie him up, and he hadn't eaten the whole day. So what happened was his mother said, okay, you know, you're like really bad. We're going to tie you up, and then you can't do anything wrong. And she left him with his friends, because his friends were there. You know, his friends came and saw the whole thing. And so his mother said, okay, well, I have to go and clean up the mess, because Krishna had messed up the storeroom, right? Krishna had stolen everything from the storeroom, broken like 3 pots, plus he had broken the pot she was churning yogurt. So there's a mess in the courtyard, and there was a mess in the storage room. So Mother Yashoda had to go clean it up. So she told the boys, you stay here with Krishna, take care of him. I'm going to go do some things, and that's where we left off. Now I think that's where we left off. Anyway, I'm going to start reading again and discussing. I might be a little ahead of ourselves, but I think that's where we left off. Isn't that where we left off? He was tied up, right? So we ended in the end of the day. She started at sunrise and she tied him up at sunset. Did you know that? 12 hours. Yeah. No card. Oh my God. I can't record because my card's in my computer. Spaced out. Oh, well, I have an idea. We'll record on here with this microphone. Not anymore, but at least we'll get a recording on here. I'm a man of many technological wonders. Hare Krishna. Nice to see you. Nice to see you also. In the Holy Dham. In order to record my CDs, I learned much about recording. So, but I forgot to bring my, one minor detail, my sound card. So, hold on everyone for 1 second. I'm going to put this away. I'm going to turn this on and record. Sound recorder. Hare Krishna. So, what we're supposed to learn from this Lila is what is love of Krishna. And we learn it through Mother Yashoda. And even You may not be in a rasa of parent, and still, by hearing about Mother Yashoda, you will learn so much about love of Krishna. And we had mentioned several weeks ago that it is said that Mother Yashoda's love is as great as the love of Radharani. Did you know that? Yeah. Now we think, normally what we hear is each rasa is higher and it has more, there's more ingredients, right? And so Madhurya Rasa has the most ingredients, and then one less ingredient in parental, one less in Sakya, like that. You know. But Madhurya Rasa is everything. But Mother Yashoda, her love goes as high as Radharani's love, up to Mahabhav. So whatever rasa you're in, you become inspired by anyone else who has love for Krishna. So it's not that, oh, I want to be a gopi, so I'm not interested in Damodar. It's not like that. Everyone's interested in Damodar, whatever their rasa is. Okay. And you probably don't know what your rasa is, do you? You know what it is? You know yours? When sometimes devotees say, well, you know, I like to play a lot, so I'm probably a coward boy, or I'm really attracted to the Ras Lila, so I must be a gopi. And there's nothing material that it relates to. Sometimes devotees ask, well, if I have those inclinations, does it mean that's the rasa I'm in? It's not like that. The inclinations come as you advance spiritually. It's not because materially you like something that indicates your rasa. It has nothing to do with it.
But it is not that in this movement particularly we're promoted usually to the Madhurya rasa?
Not necessarily. Usually it's Sakya or Madhurya, generally. Either the followers of Balaram or the followers of Radha, generally. But what happens is that as you advance in Krishna consciousness, and you come to the stage of Nishtha or Ruchi, Asakti, there's an inclination that starts. Usually there's an inclination. It's coming from a spiritual plane. It has nothing to do materially. You don't know what your rasa is, but there's an inclination. You really become attracted. And just because we're worshipping Radha and Krishna doesn't mean that we're all in Madhurya rasa. Doesn't mean we're not. But Madhurya rasa, it fosters, it nourishes all the other rasas. But at a certain point, you become very attracted. It becomes natural. And then you might think, well, what if that doesn't happen? Well, the stage of bhava, your relationship is revealed, so you'll know anyway. But usually before that, the devotee becomes very inclined to a certain relationship. And then at that point, they may want to practice Raganuga Bhakti because they want to learn or feel or understand more about that relationship. But whatever your relationship is, hearing about Damodar, hearing about Mother Yashoda will nourish that relationship. Anyway, you don't have to worry about what it is because it'll happen. You don't have to go anywhere to get it. You don't have to go anywhere and tell you, you're a gopi. And if you are, you will realize it, and at some day it'll become evident to you. And you don't have to worry, till it's evident, don't worry about it. You go, I don't know my rasa, no. It's not important. And when it's important, it'll happen because you're more advanced. And this comes up, tomorrow we'll discuss when Nalagavera and Manigriva are liberated. And the way they got to be Krishna conscious was first they had to do austerity because Narada realized they weren't ready. He said he wanted to benefit them, but he wanted them to be punished first. And by being punished, they would get ready to receive Krishna consciousness. So you can't understand your relationship before you're ready for it, because if you did, you wouldn't be able to handle it. Or you become proud. Oh, Krishna revealed my relationship. And then you become proud because you're not advanced. Right? Do you imagine if Krishna revealed to you you're such and such gopi and this and that? and you're just a young devotee, you might become extremely proud. Has Krishna revealed that to any other devotees here in Mayapur? Am I the only one? Maybe I'm the next Acharya. Maybe I'm an incarnation. Who knows? You might think like that, right? What do you think? Maybe? It's possible. Tendency. All right. So today's class, we're going to discuss a verse in the Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna, all of you. Nice to see you on Facebook. I think Facebook is good. Let me see if I can write anything. How do I write?